There is a subtle, chronic paralysis you experience, a constant drag on your forward momentum, yet its source remains stubbornly elusive. You sense the very fabric of the world updating around you, recalibrating at an exponential pace, while an unseen tether holds your internal operating system in stasis. Every impending decision, no matter how minor, presents itself as a monumental chasm, demanding an unwarranted depth of analysis that drains your vital energy long before any actual action is taken. This isn't merely indecision. It is an energetic siphoning, a silent tax on your time sovereignty that compounds itself with every passing cycle. You feel this profound friction, this internal resistance, without fully comprehending its genesis or its ultimate cost. This isn't a flaw in your will, nor a lack of clarity in your vision. It is a direct consequence of a misaligned decision architecture, a faulty internal programming that you inherited rather than authored. You believe this meticulous deliberation is a mark of prudence, a necessary guard against error in a world you perceive as unforgiving. And indeed, for certain thresholds, for those rare, truly irreversible passages, such deep analytical gaze is not only warranted, but essential for sovereign navigation. Yet, the trap you find yourself ensnared in is precisely this: the application of an appropriate protocol to an inappropriate category of choice. This misapplication has become the very mechanism of your stagnation. The true prison is not indecision itself, but the categorical error you impose upon the inherent elasticity of reality. You are, in essence, applying the architecture of the abyss to the blueprint of a simple doorway. You perceive every incoming portal as a one-way threshold, a finality etched in stone the moment you commit, when the vast majority are merely two-way passages designed for exploration, for gathering intelligence, and for immediate recalibration, for immediate recalibration. The frequency signature does not resonate. This deep-seated perception of universal irreversibility, this misapplication of a valid protocol, is actively decelerating your internal operating system. The cost is not theoretical. It is measured in lost cycles of evolution, in the widening chasm between your internal clock and an external world accelerating at breakneck speed. This is not about carelessness, nor an abandonment of discernment. It is about understanding the fundamental nature of the portals you encounter. Most of the decisions that hold you captive are not chasms to be bridged with meticulous foresight, but rather experimental data points. They are invitations to gather information, to experience a vibrational signature, to observe a momentary reflection, and then to adjust your trajectory with immediate precision. This relentless over-analysis for every minor pivot, this internal gridlock, isn't protecting you. It is consuming you. It is the silent mechanism by which your sovereign future is being stolen, moment by moment, under the guise of cautious deliberation. The sovereign architect understands that the future is not a predetermined line, but a dynamic field of probabilities awaiting a conscious signature. It is a canvas responsive to your highest intention, not a rigid script to be deciphered. To navigate this field with mastery, the architectural code for your upgrade demands an immediate reclassification of every incoming choice. No longer can you afford the luxury of treating every portal as a go-no-go decision requiring exhaustive, preemptive analysis. This outdated framework is a legacy system that cannot sustain the exponential demands of your evolution. The true power lies in understanding the inherent elasticity of reality itself, which is far more forgiving than you have been led to believe. This demands a new decision architecture, one that begins with a binary declaration. Is this a one-way door or a two-way door? A one-way door is precisely what it sounds like. Irreversible, high stakes, demanding your deepest analytical gaze, your most meticulous foresight. These are the rare, defining thresholds that irrevocably alter your core architecture, your energetic signature, or the trajectory of your entire reality field. But these are few. The vast majority of choices that confront you daily are, in truth, two-way doors. These are reversible, low-stakes portals, designed for rapid entry and exit, for exploration, for immediate recalibration without permanent consequence. The power is in discerning the difference, not in applying the same protocol to every single instance. To reclaim your decision velocity, you must first recognize the inherent elasticity of reality itself. Most commitments are not etched in stone, but written in sand, easily reshaped by the next tide of your intention. The true trap is not indecision, but the EEA category error of applying one-way door analysis to every two-way door decision. This protocol mismatch is the silent mechanism by which your evolution is decelerated, creating an unviable internal operating system in a rapidly updating world. Each moment spent in paralysis over a reversible choice is a moment where your sovereign energy is fragmented, siphoned away from the exponential growth that is your birthright. You are not meant to stand still while the cosmos expands. This isn't about fostering a superficial approach to your path, but rather about installing a discernment architecture that is truly sovereign. It is about understanding when to deploy the full weight of your foresight and when to operate with absolute velocity, trusting in the inherent reversibility of the vast majority of experience. The cost of failing to implement this distinction is no longer merely inconvenience. It is obsolescence, the accelerating gap between your internal clock, operating on outdated code, and the external reality that is recalibrating with every passing moment is becoming an unbridgeable chasm. To truly reclaim your time sovereignty and to step into the architect identity you were always meant to embody, this recoding is not an option. It is a mandate. The time for hesitant contemplation of reversible choices has passed. Recoding your decision architecture to accurately classify these incoming choices allows for an exponential increase in your velocity, a liberation of your sovereign energy, and the reclamation of your future. It collapses the phantom irreversibility that has held you captive, recognizing the inherent plasticity of the fields you navigate. This new lens reveals that the world is not happening to you, but right through you, at the speed of your conscious choice. The question is not whether you can afford to make mistakes, but whether you can afford the accelerating cost of not moving at all. To truly operate as the architect of your chosen reality, one must install this new decision architecture now, before the accelerating gap becomes an unbridgeable chasm. What new velocity will you unlock when every choice is correctly categorized, when every step is imbued with sovereign intent? Recoding your decision architecture to accurately classify these incoming choices allows for an exponential increase in your velocity, a liberation of your sovereign energy, and the reclamation of your future. It collapses the phantom irreversibility that has held you captive, recognizing the inherent elasticity of reality itself. This elasticity is not a concession, but the very fabric of creation, woven into the deepest layers of your experiential construct. Most pathways are designed with an intrinsic give, a natural malleability that invites exploration, iteration, and immediate recalibration. You were always meant to move, to select, to iterate, knowing that the universe mirrors your signature back with an inherent allowance for repatterning. It is this fundamental law, often overlooked, that underpins all sovereign navigation, offering a profound liberation from the paralysis of imagined permanence. This understanding demands a critical discernment, an architectural distinction you must now install: the binary declaration of a yi one-way door or a two-way door. A one-way door is precisely what it sounds like: a truly irreversible threshold, a high-stakes signature demanding your deepest analytical gaze, a commitment etched into the fundamental code of your reality. these are rare. The vast majority, however, are two-way doors, reversible, low-stakes passages designed for exploration, for immediate repatterning, for the rapid iteration of your sovereign frequency. This is not about risk tolerance. It is about recognizing the inherent mechanics of the portals themselves, the true nature of the choice presented, not the story you have overlaid upon it. And this then becomes the revelation. The paralysis you have sensed, the subtle drag on your forward momentum, is precisely the consequence of applying the architecture of the abyss to the blueprint of a doorway. You have been treating two-way doors as if they were one-way thresholds, imposing an unwarranted depth of analysis, a heavy gravity upon the elastic fabric of your reality. This categorical error, this misapplication of a valid protocol to an inappropriate context, has become the silent mechanism of your deceleration. Siphoning your time sovereignty and binding your evolution to a phantom irreversibility that does not exist in the quantum field of your potential. This subtle, chronic miscategorization of choice has created an unviable internal operating system, a recursive loop of simulated deliberation that renders your sovereign system obsolete. While the external world updates at an exponential speed, while the frequencies of planetary consciousness accelerate and demand a higher vibratory response, your internal clock remains shackled to a false paradigm of permanence. The gap between your internal velocity and external reality widens with each passing moment, threatening to become an unbridgeable chasm, consuming your capacity to adapt, to co-create, to truly authorize the world you select. The architectural code for your upgrade demands this reclassification now, a decisive installation into the core operating system of your consciousness. This is not a suggestion for future consideration. It is an imperative of the present moment, a necessary repatterning to align your internal architecture. To install this new decision architecture means to consciously, deliberately, and without hesitation, apply the correct lens to every incoming choice. It is a declaration of your sovereign identity, a statement that you are no longer bound by inherited narratives of finality, but are instead an active, fluid participant in the unfolding of your own reality. This recoding is not merely about making faster decisions. It is about reclaiming the exponential velocity that is your birthright as a sovereign creator. It allows you to explore the vast field of probabilities that stretch before you, to iterate, to pivot, to recalibrate your signature with the inherent flexibility that reality offers. Each selection becomes an exploration, a moment of intentional broadcast, rather than a fearful leap into a perceived abyss. The drag dissolves, the paralysis lifts, and the flow of your sovereign energy is liberated, enabling a dynamic dance with the unfolding present that was always meant to be yours. You are the architect, and the framework for your highest timeline, for your most potent manifestation, lies in this clear distinction: the one-way door, demanding absolute resolve, versus the two-way door, inviting absolute velocity. Install this lens into your core operating system. Observe the world through this discernment. Feel the liberation of your true decision velocity, the resonant frequency of a consciousness no longer bound by phantom irreversibility. The moment to choose has always been now, and the architecture for your freedom has always been within your grasp. Will you claim it?